out there. Look at this. Ain't that a lovely sight? You know, the sun's starting to come up and the birds are chirping and uh okay. The name of this one is Hand in Your Fan Cards. Originally I was gonna call this Hand in Your Scars or Hand in Your Sonic Screwdrivers, but this is not just a phenomenon that's going on in one fandom in particular. Now, some of you may or may not be aware, a number of people in the Star Wars side of things said some rather nasty things to Moses Ingram, who stars as, what's her name? Oh, I'm sorry, my brain blanked on it. She played one of the Inquisitors. I want to say Neva, but I'm probably got it wrong. Well, don't worry, it doesn't mean all of you, but these folks know who they are, okay? The reason why I'm making this one and calling it this is there were a number of rather, shall we say, racist statements and all that made towards her. And I'm trying to figure out why. Because her performance on Obi-Wan was fantastic. You know, she's playing this character and she really puts you in the mindset of this, you know, character. Seems to be just hell-bent on pleasing Darth Vader and all that. And I'm trying to figure out, where is this coming from? What planet are we on where it's, you know, the 21st century and we got a bunch of people out there acting like, oh goodness gracious, I don't even want to say the words, you know, and it's like, I'd like to think this is, you know, a single thing. Yeah, I that's another thing that inspired me to do this was I saw, I shared Ewan McGregor's um, video that he did, you know, as a reply and a response to this behavior. And it's shameful. How can you call yourself a fan of something like Star Wars, which, as far as I know, embraces everyone, and then say, well, we don't like this person, they got it. But then again, I shouldn't be surprised after how they treated Ahmed Best after, you know, the whole Jar Jar Binks thing. And it's like they're acting like he wrote the character, created the character, and all this. And I'm like, I'm trying to figure out what's going on because her character was dead on. You know, her character, as far as I was concerned, really, you know, nailed the job. But, all right, whose books? I'm sick of the people in the Star Wars fandom. Get ready, because there's a reason why this video isn't titled Doctor Who or anything like that. It was meant to embrace more than one fandom, and that includes Doctor Who, by the way. Because apparently, according to co-star on the Barbie film, and this is out in Pink News, I've shared the article, and they generally don't really go, you know, they don't make stuff up, okay? But apparently Ncuti Gatwa has already had to hire security not only for his own residence, but for family members as well, because of things that are being said by so-called Doctor Who fans. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you are one of these people, and I don't think you are, because I know most of you who watch this channel are sensible, intelligent, you know, warm people. At least I hope you are. Okay. If you are the ones that are doing this kind of things, or you're threatening somebody, they, you know, it's like, I shouldn't be surprised either. This is almost the exact same things they did to Jodie Whittaker. The kind of mean statements and things like that. Matter of fact, I'll still never forget that video of her. She's reading all these mean tweets, and it's like, one of the things she reads, she goes, how do you know you haven't even seen me do it yet? And, well, it's not the stalking, it's some of the things that were said, threats That's why he hired security. It's not just stalking. Now, I don't know about the stalking part, but from what I'm hearing, people wonder why nobody wants to be on Doctor Who, and people wonder why they can't get A-listers, even the money they have right now. And it's like, because look at what the fandom does. And it's like, it's certain aspects of the fandom. And here's my thing. This is the way I look at it. If you're not open-minded enough to embrace something new on a show that's been nothing but changing ever since it was, almost since it was created. Okay. All right, so they're stalking Jodie as well, Daily Mail. Oh, yeah, well, that's the Daily Mail. They're stalking everybody. They're weirdos. Um, sorry, I'm trying to keep a light thing, but it's hard to do. It's just, if you are one of these fans who have been saying these hateful things, threatening people, and just engaged in such racist behavior, all I'm saying is this. I don't care what fandom you're in. Hand in your lightsaber, hand in your Jedi robe, hand in your scars, hand in your fedoras, hand in your fezzes, hand in your sonic screwdriver, and trade them in for the sheet off your bed and a couple holes cut in the pillowcase. Because that's the only thing you're worth. That's the only fandom that you've embraced by saying these things. And I want y'all to spread that message, because I know you folks out there watching, this channel are pretty much, I've never seen any really mean ill will except for the trolls. But even them, they're still, chucking things at me, and I'm still like, yada, yada, yada. It just upsets the hell out of me that, you've got all these people, these keyboard warriors, who are out there who think they are entitled to something when they haven't even seen the end product. Like, as I said, that they did the exact same thing to Jodie Whittaker. She was destined to, destroy the show, her and Chibnall, after, not even 5 minutes after she was announced, this began. And now Ncuti Gatwa is facing the same thing. Moses Ingram over on Star Wars appeared in the first episode of Kenobi, and now she's getting hit with dumb shit. I can't believe these people that are, the ones who are out there doing this. It's like, what motivates you that you think you suddenly have the right to say who's in and out of a show? Especially, like I said, in the case of Doctor Who, where you haven't even seen them do one episode yet. I know there's folks, like I said, who embrace different eras of Doctor Who. Don't worry about it. But I'm just saying outright hateful things that are being said. There is legitimate criticism, and then there's just outright blind hatred. But I'm talking about the guys who were criticizing Jodie and all that before she even went on the air. Okay? Hell, there's probably people already gunning for RTD. And like I said, it's one of the reasons why he got as far as he could away from Doctor Who. All on top of the fact he burned himself out. But look at the behavior out there. It's just devastates me that this is still going on, and it's 2022. Yeah, some of the Trek fans are just as bad. I should have mentioned that, but yeah, I've been telling people we've been telling people for weeks, if not months, this is not the multiverse Doctor. This is not the Meta Crisis Doctor. This is David Tennant is like an interim Doctor. I don't think he's been officially called the 14th Doctor yet, but like I said, when they had Tom Baker come on as a curator, they set that precedent that it's possible. So I know it just upsets me that that's another thing. You've got um, fellows like the Bully Streak who's using calls what he got calls what's her name Mandip Gill a plank. He kept calling the one character diversity bill and things like that. And it's like the problem is they dance on the edge of hate speech, and I guarantee you he edits the crap out of his videos because anything that would be depicted as hate speech would get him removed from YouTube, and he knows it. Yeah, as you said, there's a big difference between not liking an era and just outright being hateful. Well, yeah, Netflix has been losing money for a while. For you folks that haven't keeping up on that, Netflix is shifting gears. Apparently, they tried doing a more politically correct agenda and all that, and it's cost them millions and millions of subscribers. The problem is you've got all these other big companies out there who are now in competition for streaming, and it's not like the good old days when they pretty much had close to a monopoly on it. Well, folks, I just looked at the time. I have got to run in. But please, more than anything, be kind, be calm, be safe. Above everything else, please be kind. And pass the word. Racist, sexist, and intolerant, mean behavior is not acceptable in any fandom. It's one thing to have negative opinions about something, but it's another to attack a person directly just for the hell of it. So take care, everyone. I got to run inside. Hopefully, I'll see you all in the future. Have a good day now.